Hi everyone, this is Sunglass Rob from SportRx, and I'm here with my friend Evan Christianson.
Hello, hello.
Once SportRx marketing intern.
Now
UCLA applied math major / UCLA athlete of the year.
Yep.
Cat 1 road racer.
Yep.
Number 3 in nationals. Third
Yep.
place. Number 3 is probably the wrong way to say it.
Yeah.
Third place in nationals. Nationals what?
Second loser. That was Collegiate Road Nationals.
Collegiate Road Nationals. So you're not slow on a bike.
Depends on who you're asking.
All right.
To some people, I'm pretty slow.
We are here to talk about the best Oakleys for road cycling. We pretty much have like all the Oakleys for road cycling out here. Kind of a breakdown. There's a lot of choices. We're here to help you kind of maybe make the right choice. Some favorites, some tried and true, some new yet to be tested. So should we just kind of start?
Jump right in.
I think for me, it's hard to start without the Flak Jacket 2.0 XL. I know they're not like, the thing with these is this is SportRx's #1 seller. It's just that style's been around a long time. It works. It's not so sporty that like you can't wear them around town if you wanted to, but they work really well on the bike. Also, they're really RXable. The RX and SportRx lets you know we do stuff in prescription. And you can do these in prescription, in progressives, in Prism Road, in Prism Trail, lots of different Prism options. So it's just a really good piece for us.
So just to clarify, you can get all of these glasses with prescription inserts.
There is a way to get every pair. No, you confused it a little.
Okay.
Most of them you can get a prescription in. This one you can't. This one so far you can't. But the rest there's some way to get a prescription.
There's some way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it's a shield like this, that you do an embedded lens. And we have a video on that, so maybe they'll put it in the corner up there or there somewhere you can link if you want to learn more, or in the description. Okay. But there's an embedded lens system for the shield ones. But you threw us off topic.
I'm sorry. I'm just like that. I think the viewers want to know that, and I actually want to know
so you can get almost all of them in prescription, and that's where actually we have opticians on the phones here, or you can live chat and talk and make sure your prescription works with them.
To do that later.
Yeah, you should do that later.
We'll talk to that.
Okay, so Flak 2.0 XL, just an amazing one. This one also comes. Basically, there's like a whole family of these. There's also the Half Jacket 2.0 XL, which is just kind of a little bit smaller version. And then there's the Flak Beta, which has been a new one and been doing really, really well. And then the Flak Beta actually comes in an Asian fit, which works really well if you have higher cheekbones or a flatter nose or both. And the Flak 2.0 actually comes in an Asian fit, and we have a video on that one as well. Okay. So that's really cool. The Prism Road technology is definitely worth talking about for a second.
Very cool.
Prism technology in general is just amazing. Basically what Oakley's been able to do is, with the use of different dyes, they've been able to manipulate the light spectrum to let in the right color light for the right sport at the right time. So Prism Road is very different than Prism Trail. For example, if you're fishing, the deep water is different than the shallow water because it's different conditions, and maybe for one you need more blue light filtered out, and for one you need more reds highlighted. So depending on your sport and your activity, there's actually a lens specifically designed to play with the light spectrum to let you to see the best in that. So what's cool with the Road is, even though the lens isn't like photochromatic, it almost feels alive. Like it feels like it's changing throughout the conditions because it knows what to let in and what not to let in. So you can wear it on an overcast day, you can wear it on a sunny day. It doesn't ever feel overly dark, but you get a lot of contrast at the same time. It also doesn't ever feel like it's too light. To me, sometimes it feels like there's a computer chip in the glasses telling the lenses what to do, but there isn't.
They're super cool. No, I can attest to that. Like on the road, you can definitely see anything coming. They feel like they're dark enough that you're not blinded, but you can definitely see anything.
Yeah, they did a really good job on the Prism Road. Also, there's Prism Trail, which a lot of road bikers actually still use for real overcast, low light, kind of like rainy days. These are actually my prescription glasses with Prism Trail that I use a lot for mountain biking, but I've been known to throw them on the bike on a really bad. These have my prescription in them, with Prism Trail. How cool is that? My prescription's not too strong.
Yeah, you can't even tell.
But there's definitely a little bit going on. Yeah, careful there, Turbo. All right.
That is cool.
Anyways, let's talk about some frames again. We got off track. We got the whole kind of half rim series talked about here. Why don't we jump into these Evie Zeros? This is the path, I believe. There's 7 different shapes, I think, in this frame. But basically the idea with this is no frame on top, no frame on bottom. And they're called Zeros because they basically weigh like
super.
And you would
light.
think they're so light they would come off, but they're not coming off.
No, they hold really well. I actually really like
if you
these.
like that rimless look, they're just super lightweight, super comfortable.
Yeah, big fan of these actually. What I like is I like this line that goes through the lens, but you can't see it when you have it on.
It's just kind of for fun aesthetics.
Yeah, it's
well,
just
it's
a
kind of a
weird aesthetic.
throwback because the Zeros back in the 90s had that, and this is kind of like a redo of them.
No, you can't see that at all when you have them on. I like them.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Super light.
Jawbreaker is always just
Your favorite?
the super winner. It's up there. I mean, it's an amazing pair of glasses. When it first came out, it looked really futuristic.
Insane.
But I think kind of the world has caught up to them.
Yeah, everything's insane.
They have adjustable temples. They have an interchangeable lens. But the thing I love is beyond the aesthetic is they're super comfortable and they have a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot of wind protection, a lot of debris protection, a lot of light protection. They got the venting in the lenses so that they're really hard to fog.
Yeah, that's a lot of
They
venting.
just work well. They just do well. I have a pair in my prescription for clear lenses for night riding, which I really, really enjoy because there's so much coverage at night. I just want a little bit more protection. So that's the Jawbreaker, still tried and true, still doing really well. In prescription, that one uses that embedded lens technology system. And then we'll jump back into these cross ranges. So why don't you try on the regular cross range and I'll try on the XL. These do come in 2 sizes. The XLs, I have a bigger head. You're more of a guy who's really fast on a bike, and I'm the kind of guy you draft off of on the flats and then leave me on the hills. Not that I'm bitter.
Let's
or
go to
anything.
Sen together. Yeah. that'd be fun. Get some
Downhill, like
KOMs.
I'm all right.
Yeah, you're all right?
Yeah, gravity works both ways.
Disc
homie.
brakes or disc brake guy?
Necessary. Anyways, what I love about the cross range is that you're getting almost optimal technical, functional protection, coverage, and use. However, you're getting an aesthetic that I really like. They look a lot less lycra-y, I guess is the word.
Exactly.
Like if you're doing
Very
a more of a casual ride, or you're hanging out after, or you just don't like that super sport look, but you still don't want to compromise on function, the cross range is where it's at because you have all the unobtainium, the rubberized grip where you need it.
Yeah, it's gonna hang
actually,
on.
I have the kind of quote unquote fashion temples on mine, but because mine's matte, it still stays in place really well.
Really?
What you do is there's this little button here, you pull it down, and then you get a set of temples without grip and a little less sporty design, and then a
you
set
get
of
2 temples?
Yeah, see, your temple has the
That's a lot.
unobtainium
Yeah,
rubber
yeah,
grip.
I like it.
Do you know what
Both of
unobtainium does?
Doesn't it get even grippier when you sweat on it?
Yeah, the hotter you get, the stickier and tackier it gets.
How crazy is that?
I have to make mine rhyme, but yeah, it's really cool. Actually, Oakley was founded on unobtainium technology. The first thing Oakley ever made was motocross grips. And they came out as the most expensive grip on the market and very quickly was the best-selling grip on the market because it works better, that grip.
It's
all about
nice.
that grip.
No, it's nice. It works well. Like these probably won't
Yeah,
fall
so
off
I
at
feel
all.
like-
They're still super light.
Yeah, they're not coming off. They're bigger and they kind of have a lot of protection. So even though they don't wrap, they're still giving you a lot of wind protection.
Yeah, no, big fans of these.
They're just really clean, nice glasses, and a lot of RX options.
Yeah, I
You
bet.
can really RX those.
And I like the straight arms on that.
Yeah,
So if you're jumping on the bike,
You'll
that would be
notice
very nice.
like pretty much every pair of like real road biking glasses has a few features that are the same. One is you really want to make sure that when you're on the bike in the drops, in the aero position, time trial bike, triathlon bike, you are not looking over the top of the glasses. So you kind of want to do one of these and make sure you're not. And good road biking glasses have that in the design.
Exactly.
And then another one is a lot of grip. Oakley has unobtainium kind of everywhere. And then the last one is straight temples, and that makes them fit a lot easier with helmets and gets in the way of retention systems a little bit less. I mean, if you had it hooked, wouldn't be in the way, but the straight temples are easier to put off and on with retention systems.
Yeah, exactly.
So it kind of doesn't get in the way.
Then they slide in your helmet a lot better.
This frame even looks cool when you fold it. Like, look at that. So Moving on to radars. This is the Radar Evie, the newest version of the radar family. Evie stands for extended view for exactly that purpose. When you're in the drops, it's harder to look over the top. They raise them a little bit.
They're just comfy.
Yeah, they're tried.
It's kind of like
that is the
home.
quintessential cycling frame, right? I mean, it started with like Mambos and M frames, razor blades, and we went on to radars, and now the Radar Evie. The Radar Evie comes in the pitch, which is what you're wearing, and the path, which is a little bit more narrow and has a little bit more cheek up. Why don't I try this one on, even though I think that one fits me a lot better.
I like these.
Yeah, that one has a little bit more coverage, but probably these would, versus me, would fit you better. But I think the pitch is the way to go either way.
I'm definitely a fan of the bigger lenses on the bike, just because it helps, you know, get more wind out of your eyes.
Yeah.
That's kind of all you're really looking for with glasses, right?
So that's the Evie. You got the venting.
Yeah, you got good venting. They just feel good.
They're good glasses.
Look classic. You know.
And then this is the new guy. This is the flight jacket, and it's we got a video on this. And the idea is they're open on the bottom for the drops, and then they have this accelerator, I believe is what it's called. So when you're climbing and you get really hot, you can push this up so that they don't fog. Which is kind of the story. We got some pros in the peloton rocking them right now.
Yeah, Egan Brunel's racing.
I haven't really put on a lot of miles on them quite yet, so I don't know if you.
They're bold.
They're new. They're not tried and true. They're bold.
They're bold.
Different. I think if you're a risk taker,
glasses.
which you probably are because you're on a bike, no, you got to do it here.
Okay,
you got to go. You got to do it like this. You put them on, and then you want to use your middle finger. It has more than one use. Hold right there, and then you just kind of push. And then when you want to get it down, you can kind of try not to get your fingers on the lenses. But if you do, you can just grab this little cleaning cloth that my little buddy over here thinks he's slick.
I folded that. That took like 5 minutes.
Hey, if I don't mess with interns, what's my job?
I'm not an intern anymore.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. If I don't mess with my friends, then what's my job?
Wow.
There you go.
High tech.
So that is a lot of information on a lot of Oakleys for road cycling.
Can we pick favorites?
No, we can't pick.
We can't pick favorites?
I think I mean these are mine, so you can kind of assume.
I gotta say these are nice. Those are very nice.
Yeah, and I don't know, that flak is amazing. That Jawbreaker, I don't know. Anyways, you decide. Why don't you tell us what your favorite is and why in the comment section?
Hey,
kind of fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, you can leave a comment down in the comment section, or if you want to give us any flack, get it, because of the flak jacket, you can put it down in the comment section. If this video was helpful, you can give it a thumbs up. What else should they do? Should they subscribe? Subscribe to the channel, that's always fun.
I think they should go ride their bikes.
Oh, you should go ride your bike a lot, every day. And if it's not on Strava, it doesn't count.
I'm not on Strava, so I guess
What?
I've never ridden a bike then.
What?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
How are you not on Strava?
I don't know.
Are you too cool? Is that like you're not on Facebook? Is Strava like Facebook now? I'm curious. From the young the young cool kids. You don't want people to see what you're up to?
Exactly. I don't want people to see what my
All right. Enough. They just wanted to talk about glasses. All right. Later.
Have a good one, guys.